With the weight of today's pressures, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. And these challenges intensify if we become jaded, isolated, or grow numb to the wonders around us.
Cases skyrocketing.
Rates of depression and anxiety.
But there's a bright light inside all of us that has the power to change everything.
There's something in the fields of play. I call it the best version of ourselves. They surrender for the impulse of life. In an age of artificial intelligence, in an age of social media, in an age of so much speed, how can we re-enchant life?
You're only a child for a short period of time. It's important to just have those experiences of, growing up slowly, just staying a child as long as you can.
I wish her life could be pure. I wish when my daughter's playing, she could play without any purpose, any intention.
I'm personally trying to encourage him to learn while it's still fun.
If people stepped more into their inner child, they would probably have less stress and a little more joy.
Tosi tärkeää. Siinä on niin paljon aspekteja, mitä
Everything that is connected to play is really important. It provides me with so many cool things compared to a life that is full of rules, minutes, schedules, a lot of different structure.
Se vaan tuli mieleen tavallaan, että
as people are content and happy, they're able to express themselves in whatever way they want. Play creates some kind of foundation for happiness.
Every time she plays, I feel like she's feeling lit up and she feels stronger.
If you don't have joy in your life, just create it.
Here at Mattel, we believe that play is essential to the human experience, and it holds the promise of a brighter tomorrow. Our research team loves to nerd out, exploring ideas like, why is fun fundamental to humanity? And what we're learning can help the world in really profound ways. There's a shift happening, driven by huge forces like technology, generational changes, globalization. As society accelerates, how does this affect the why and the how and the ways we play? To bring this topic into focus, we embarked on a first-of-its-kind study. Our mission was to understand and redefine play on a global scale. We heard from over 30,000 people, interviewed experts, and visited people around the world. We sat in their homes, talked to them, played with them, and ate with them. They shared stories that really inspire and empower us to lead a new era in play. Across our research, we discovered a new, broader definition of play. Play is not just about toys, and it's not just for kids. Today, play can be defined as a universal human experience that connects people of all ages to joy. And yet how and why we play is unique to each of us.
Play is a way of life.
Play is freedom.
Play is practice to get better and better.
Play is a thrilling escape.
A cheerful challenge.
Essentially.
Play is technically my imagination.
Play is expanding in its meaning and in its power. And we find that exciting. The whys and hows behind our play are very personal. By asking folks to choose their favorite elements and assemble them into their own unique shapes, we see that the spectrum of play is vast, rich, and beautiful. The shape of play is expansive and diverse, and yet, with everyone's unique shapes, we found 4 core reasons for why we play. At the center of it all is joy, our direct connection to happiness and humanity. But with the expansion of play, we see that there's even more that draws us to play today. We play to express ourselves and our creativity, to foster health and well-being, to learn and build character, and to forge deep bonds and connections.
Draw 10.
In today's world of efficiency and automated everything, our creativity often feels under threat or overlooked. But we found people are carving out time in their busy schedules to play for expression as an antidote to autopilot.
Play would be ordinary without imagination. Without it, you'd be simply at home with a horse. You need an imagination to not be boring. I design the bracelets from my imagination, and sometimes I look at the color, and I might make it green.
I feel like not every person can express themselves black and white, that there's so much color in this world for everybody. Because everybody's different, and not everybody fits into one box. I have to create, that is part of who I am as a person.
Whatever you come across during play, you need to deliver your own ideas. You need to express yourself. In the very beginning, he basically painted off the wall, and for kids, they needed to have some space to draw. But if he only draw on the paper, I believe it'll limit his imagination. So that's why we found there's this chalkboard I wanted to build up at his height, so he can freely draw.
Different toys, it have different stories.
She learned those characters, how to be a human, how to socialize. She learned most of those abilities by playing toys.
For me personally, I really fancy the unusual and unique designs of the cars. Sometimes I make up different styles and poses. It's very cool. The feeling is so good.
Today, stress and anxiety are considered an epidemic, and not just for adults, but for children too. Almost everyone wants to feel more relaxation and joy. And our research shows people are intentionally seeking out play in their everyday as a new ritual for well-being.
Kids nowadays face a lot of school stress. So that's why I think playing is very important.
I can think anything I want to in the water. When I think about it, I realize I've already swum down the lane.
Once he gets to use his imagination, those are the times that he's most at peace. But the sensory seems very important now. He will play for hours in a pile of mud, whereas if he's inside, it's a little bit different.
As a player, what is kind of playful and pleasant to me is that I get to do things that I otherwise can't do. You get to see new worlds from the storyteller's point of view.
It allows me to kind of escape the real world and just allow me to be in what makes me happy.
So it's kind of like my own free therapy. There's so much color in here, so it brings a lot of moods. When you have pinks, yellows, definitely helps create a very happy and positive environment. And it feels like I'm in a safe space. This is my little safe haven, so I love being in here.
It's peaceful to me that it's just like repetitive where I can also think. It's being able to quiet my mind. You know, it's a form of meditation almost, kind of like an electric car. You have to recharge your battery before you can drive it.
Playing helps you remember that there are so many things in life. You can be there in the moment. Sometimes when you are successful with solitaire, you play it to the end and it's successful. You get this kind of funny feeling, maybe this will be a good day.
Courses and classrooms are foundational to education. But learning is no longer a linear journey with one endpoint. Modern life requires a dynamic set of skills, and our research shows that people turn to play to fuel a lifelong growth mindset, cultivating not only knowledge and development, but character traits like leadership, empathy, and kindness.
Play is starting from my curiosity. Life is a series of obstructions. And so you should fail when you are small. You won't learn how to stand up. And that kind of a moment is very, very important.
You're learning in a classroom and you're sitting down. It's a lot harder to just sit there for a long time. And when you're playing and learning, it's a lot more easier because you're like moving around and stuff.
I love skateboarding probably more now, watching my kids do it than I ever did. Just because when I see them do it and when they've accomplished something, so it's the kind of perseverance and not giving up.
There's so many aspects in life that you can learn, like sensory learning or creative learning, cultural learning.
Being cognizant of her surroundings, understanding, not everyone perceives everything the same way, and recognizing that there's different people have different perspectives.
I just hope everything she's learning and all the skill sets she's gaining by playing just help her become successful one day, where she's able to see whatever she's learned and felt valuable, pass that on to her kids.
People would say that girls are natural to be protected by guys or something. I don't believe so. I think even for girls, you need to be a brave person and you can even protect the others. So sports are more related to adventures and risks or something you can fail. So it can bring her confidence, actually build up her confidence. I hope everything she's learning and all the skill sets she's gaining by playing help her become successful one day.
I feel kind of sense of scientific and engineering machinery when I assemble different parts. So it's like I'm building my own architecture. Einstein said imagination is more important than knowledge. So without imagination, we're only relying on the traditional way of learning and growing.
Puzzles spark knowledge because it requires you to learn new algorithms and always be better than your last solve. I just want to be as good as I can, try my best. I feel like being a leader is definitely a great virtue to have, and it could help others become better.
All around the world, isolation is a major issue. We socialize in person less, and our sense of community is fading. Our research shows that people are choosing to play together almost as a rebellion against isolation and as a rewarding commitment to relationships, community, and shared humanity.
You see this magic happen, this interaction, this creativity, the laughter, the stories that are told. And what happens is everybody relaxes. Whether you know the person, you came with the person, or you just met them, you gain an appreciation for each other through play.
Like Emerson is a friend to basically everyone, and if she doesn't even know, they think that in class, they'll sit her next to somebody she doesn't know, and it doesn't matter because she quickly befriends them, and I think that has to do with it goes into her play.
Be good, okay? I'll be right back.
It's like the one time I actually see them. We're all together sitting around the table, we're laughing, they're acting silly, they're kind of little play arguing back and forth.
I like the competition. Sometimes like the fighting. I like the laughing. Just like everything that happens, because it's sometimes like really funny. Like you have to work together as a team, like it's all about teamwork. I think it brings us closer because we have to work together a lot. It's fun. It gives us like a reason to hang out.
Whether you are in your family or in your company, you must have the teamwork spirit. Like us old people, we still have this kind of sense of community, spirit of community.
These cards were my mother's, and when she passed away, I brought these cards home and have been playing with them. I have kept them on the table for 6 years. She just comes to my mind when I'm playing with these cards.
We want to know, what are your hopes about the ways play can reshape society?
Everybody is kind.
Everyone can be creative together.
People have no grudges.
Everyone would be equals.
viettää niiden vapaa-ajan.
Older people remember to be playful.
It's a place where everything is possible.
They have very strong spirit of exploring.
There would be more interaction and more communication between people.
They know how to have fun.
We believe play is a path forward, and the possibilities are unlimited. The next chapter in our story is an invitation. We invite you to explore the shape of play with us. How will we explore and experiment across a growing landscape of play opportunities? How will we normalize play in our everyday, at any age? And how will we unleash the magic of play to solve the toughest of societal problems?
Play has the power to reenchant life. Play has the power to bring back the best of humanity.
Let's re-enchant life. Join us to be a part of the movement.